Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about beautiful green palettes. So if you want to see which green palettes I own, which ones I would recommend and which ones I maybe not recommend, then just stay tuned. You don't even know how many green palettes I own, and listen, there are many on my desk right now, so let's jump right in. I'm trying to link all of them if I can, and if they are still available, I have at least one that is not. So if you want to see all my green palettes and which ones I would recommend and which ones I don't, then yeah, stay tuned. We do have a lot to go through. By the way, I also tried to like point out the palettes that have at least more greens than usual. I think some of them are purely green palettes, some of them have a little bit of brown or anything, and then there's one palette which is a little bit bigger. But just so you know, I tried my best to collect the green palettes that I own that are mostly green, and yeah, that's fun, I'm telling you. Let's start maybe with Natasha Denona. If I'm not mistaken, I have two green palettes from her brand, and first of all, this one is the mini gold, which is a little bit like interesting if you ask me, because this is a stunning green and this is so damn pretty. I think this one also, this is a shimmer green. We do have like a mid green, we do have a green gold, if you will, then a deep brown, and then a regular brown, like a yellowy brown. This one is a stunning palette. If you don't own, anything from Natasha, you want to start small and you think, oh well, a few green tones will be fine, this is gorgeous. I brought that I did bring that to several travels, and I'm in love with this one. So this is an amazing green palette. It's a small one. Again, it's a little bit easier to travel with. It's, again, a smaller one. And then, of course, we have her recent release, which is the Yucca palette. I heard both. This is, again, the midi palettes. I just have the midi palettes, to be honest. This one is leaning a little bit, I don't know how to tell you, but this is, listen, I prefer this one because this has like a pure green, but these ones have yellowy browns, greenish browns. We do have a deep like tealy green, you know, we do have a deep green as well. I think this palette is pretty, really pretty, and I think for my liking, because I do like greens, this one is really nice. Definitely preferring this one though, let me tell you. But I think both of them has their place in my collection. And again, I do like the Yucca. I do like Natasha Denona quality. I think it's like one of those effortless qualities that you can mostly use, and you will be fine with that. Also, just use one or two shades, you know. I think if you really want to have like an impact in green, I'm not sure if Natasha is the one for you, but if you want to have like just a slight hinge of green, I think Natasha is the right choice for you. Let me talk about the palette. I think that has like a mixed vibes. This one is the Cosmic Brushes Muse palette. I always try to say something different, but this one has a lot of greens, but it's also mixed with purples, pinks. We do have one yellow. This one is cool toned as well as warm toned greens. We do have this beautiful like warm green. We do have some cooler greens, and this one is really pretty. I definitely highly recommend it. It has a great quality, and again, if you just like search maybe for a really heavy green one, but that is maybe also like branching out into mints, into yellow, into purple and pinks, this one is an amazing choice. I'm trying to go with brands, so we'll see. Some of Juvias Place does have a lot of green palettes. I own just these two. green palettes, and one of them or both of them are the Rebel, and then this is the Army and the Mints. I bought both of them to use them together because I think that is a so pretty color scheme. The Army one is a deep green like palette. We do have quartz, both of these are quartz, and we do have beautiful colors, a beautiful green shimmer shade. This one is a really deep green shimmer. We do have more cool tones, which I think is great because the Mints one is like really light. We do have also a more like bluish mint, but I think both of them together make a beautiful and stunning look, and that's why I like them both together. Again, Juvias Place has more green palettes than these. I just own these two of them. So okay, one that is a little bit difficult for me is the Klarity Cosmetics Cobalt palette. This one I bought because I wanted to try Klarity Cosmetics, and this one has like a lot of like tealy greens. We do have this beautiful yellow green, we do have this beautiful warm toned yellow green shimmer, and then we do have also a little bit of a blue point. I do love these colors. I wish though again that this had at least one really light shade, because this one is not light enough for me because I am pale, and in general I do think the quality of these, because they are bigger pans, is a little bit more hard pressed, a little bit more stiff. So for me this is not my favorite, but I think if you love Klarity Cosmetics, maybe you should grab that or like bring it back into your daily routine. I think it's a great color story. Again, I wish just the quality, at least for me, it's not my favorite formula, would be a little bit softer, if you will. The next is Odenseye, and I think one of them is permanent, the other one is sadly not. And we do have these two palettes. One is the one that is discontinued. This is the collaboration with Angelica Nyquist, which, you know, I am absolutely loving. And this is the Helena palette. And this one is sadly discontinued. We do have a great variety on yellowy greens. We have deeper greens, cool tone greens, again, beautiful like neony greens. I love that. Then we do also have a variety of like pink tones. We have a multi-chrome, which I absolutely love. This one is a stunning palette, definitely highly recommend if you can find it. Don't overcharge though. And then we do have the most recent one by Odenseye Cosmetics, and this is the Stone and Rock palette. This one is, even though I don't know like Stone and Rock, but this one is a beautiful green tone palette. You can see we have a multi-chrome as well. We do have more warm tones, but we do also have like a cool tone. This blue shimmer is also like lifting a little bit of blue, which I love. We do have a matte white, we do have a matte black, which is stunning. I do absolutely love the quality of Odenseye, so I highly recommend these. And because I forgot, Odenseye has also the old one, which I totally forgot. This one is one of the smaller pan palettes. It's a 6-pan palette, if you will, because this one is a split pan. I absolutely love also the quality of this one. We do have like a medium, like cooler green. We do have a mint. We do have this stunning shimmer, and we do have a deep browny purpley shade. And then again, we do have two shimmer shades. These are gorgeous. If you didn't try Odenseye, do it. If you love green eyeshadow palettes, again, the old, the Helena, or the recent one, which is not limited edition, the Stone and Rock, phenomenal. Let's go into Beauty Bay territory, and let's start maybe with the Wilderness, which is, I think, also discontinued. This one is a mixed palette. We do have a more cool toned, warm toned green. We do have also some reds and some blues. I absolutely love this palette. It is stunning. I absolutely love it. It is so gorgeous. If you can find this somewhere or you own it, remember the palette. It's gorgeous. Again, stunning palette. Highly recommend the Beauty Bay formula, by the way. This is really nice. They also came out recently with a whole like triage of green palettes. We had like a 9-pan, a 16-pan, and a 42-pan eyeshadow palette. they all like were color themed, and this one I have the 16 pan palette, if I'm not mistaken. This is the Earthies, and I mean, you can tell I love these. Or like there are warm toned 2 rows and then cool toned greens 2 rows, and I think this is stunning and highly recommend. They also did this with blues as well as, or blues and purples, as well as like berries, which I do own the 16 pan in the berries. I think for me the 16 pan was the right choice because we do have enough like selection for warm and cool tones. I think the 9 pan is again like a little bit less, of course, less pans, and so I think this one is the right like assemble, because you do have like deep tones, medium and light tones in both of the like cool and warm tones. So I think that is the right choice. I don't know the 42 colors. They're also like brown and reddish colors inside. I love it. I have it. This is in a giveaway, so just so you know. But yeah, in general, I do think the Beauty Bay quality is amazing. I absolutely love these. Trying not to shatter any of these, I did throw one of the new palettes by Glosscots today from my desk, which was quite nerve-wracking to be honest. But let's talk Colourpop. Colourpop has a variety, like hundreds of green tone palettes. I have to say I prefer a warmer green tone than a cool green tone, which means I bought, of course, the Child palette. First of all, I'm a big Star Wars fan, which of course meant I needed this in my life. And first of all, Baby Yoda. Woo-hoo! And then second of all, of course, the colors are stunning as well. This one is a more like grounded green tone, if you will. I think this one is stunning if you want to like tip your toes into it. We do have a really nice deeper color. We do have, this one has glitter, but I don't think that shows up a lot. We do have mints, we do have beautiful shimmer shades, and we do have also like one row with more neutral shades that you can combine the greens with. I absolutely love this palette. This is so stunning. Definitely need to use a backup because this is like a few years old, to be honest, but it is stunning. Definitely highly recommend. Again, this is not the only palette Colourpop has. I'm just having the only one that is this one because again, they do have a lot of like more cool tone palettes, and I absolutely love warm tones greens, so that's why I have this one. Well, let me tell you, I was sure I would love this palette by Ace Beaute. This is the Tropical Vibes palette. First of all, it is looking stunning, and then we do have this stunning arrangement of greens, and we do have also like a little bit of a blue here, but cool toned, warm tones. We have light greens, we have like one more orangey brown. It is stunning. The quality though, the quality is sadly for me not my favorite, so that's why this one I would maybe not recommend. Listen, it's just a personal preference. I again tried that in the few things. I think these one look muddy on my eyes when I try to do an all matte look. I will link corresponding videos of all of these palettes if I can down in the info box and in the eye. And I was not like happy about the outcome, because again, when I used an all matte look, they looked muddy and they also crease on me, which I don't know why. Maybe it's, I did buy these from the US, and maybe something was wrong with shipping. Definitely try to use that again, maybe, or buy another Ace Beaute palette and to see if it's maybe just this palette, maybe it's for shipping, maybe it's a Monday product, I don't know. But in general, I love the colors. It's just not my favorite formula at all. Let's do Kaleidos next, and then we have two more like brands, and then I'm through, which is exciting to be honest. Kaleidos has, like, I bought my first green palette from Kaleidos because I was on the hunt for a green palette like years and years ago. I'm not sure, 2019, and I was trying to find a green palette and I just couldn't because it was not on trend then, and I found the Kaleidos Futurism Sci-Fi Green palette, and this is first of all stunning packaging. Sadly it is discontinued, but there is still 6-pan palettes. This one is one of those really pretty eyeshadow palettes. I love it. There is a matte black, there's some more yellowy brown shades, a goldy green, a green, like it's stunning. Again, sadly this one is discontinued, and I don't know if this one is though. This is the Flower Punk. I think it's still available. Again, I'm trying to link everything down below. This one is a stunning palette. This one has also some other, like, first of all, you can detach the mirror, and then this is the palette, and you do have like a stunning deep green, we do have a green shimmer, and then we do have two greeny yellow shades, stunning, and then we do have some mauves and turquoises. This is stunning, highly recommend. The quality is amazing. Again, you can detach the mirror, which I think is a great move, by the way. And I do love these. I do love these. This is amazing. Again, I highly recommend Kaleidos. Hopefully they come out with more green eyeshadows. Let's come to a brand you maybe never heard of. I first saw them on Instagram, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm trying that. They're from Belarus. It's Stasy Alex, and this is, again, two of the palettes. This is, I think, a Belarus makeup artist who did this, and these are gorgeous. I absolutely love the quality of these, and I have 3 of them. Yeah, listen, and they're quite affordable, I would say. I think these were when I bought these, around 18 euros. I think they are now higher in price, though. I do have 2. This is the Green Beret, Bobette. I don't know. This one is not seeming green, but there's a green shimmer, and there are 2 like green gold shimmers. This is again a green Bobette palette. To be honest, I love to like use this one with that palette, and this one is the Golden Kinglet, and this one, to be honest, these 2 greens are stunning. By the way, these, like, you can definitely tell these shimmers are stunning as well. Both of them, oh no, it broke, holy crap. Listen, they are quite old. Yeah, but you can, by the way, these are magnetic, you can just like put them back. But these matte shades together with the other palette, stunning. And then again, you do have this beautiful like gold to pink, and this one beautiful gold to pink. They are gorgeous. I love Stasy Alex. I definitely want to order more. At the moment I'm not, but again, these are a really amazing formula. And now let's come to the last palette, which is no shimmer palette. You didn't think that was possible, but it is. And this is the Dancing in the Skies palette by Gloss Gods. This one is a mainly green focused palette. You can definitely tell also here in the reflection that these like also reflect in like purple. They do reflect in mint. They do reflect in other colors. They are stunning. I absolutely love Gloss Gods and the formula in these shimmer shades. We do have a lot of really different shimmers, formulas. This is amazing. Highly recommend this. You can definitely tell I'm not a fan normally of like all shimmer palettes, but you see how many times I use these. I mean, you can definitely. And by the way, I'm wearing Gloss Gods as well because I ordered 2 other shimmers and palettes. There will be a review this week's, next week's, when it is up, I will link it down below. But yeah, Gloss God, highly recommend. These were all my green palettes. It's a lot. Listen, it's a lot. I absolutely love all of them. Again, except of course the 2 palettes where I'm like, it's not quite my formula, but it's also like a personal preference. I know the Ace Beaute one is like highly recommended by other YouTubers and creators. Again, for me though, it's sadly not. Maybe it's just because of it's a Monday product or something like this. But yeah, if you like, tell me down in the comments below which of these palettes you own, which one you definitely want. Leave it down in the comments. I would really be excited to see what you maybe also recommend as a green palette for me. I absolutely am amazed how many green palettes I do own. And yeah, I wish you, listen, that's all about it. If you do want to see like all my red palettes, blue palettes, yellow palettes, then write it down in the comments below. I would really appreciate it also if you will subscribe to this channel. It is absolutely free. And I upload 3 times a week. I wish you a beautiful week and we see us in my next video. So bye guys!